A weak system. It's not hard to see what they are trying to do all around us. Currently well on track for destroying the family unit as we know it, housing, relationships, friendships, livelihood, prospects, and the very fabric of what people are and what they do to get by. So we know they are doing it, they make no secret of it, and people are talking about it, with the stupid and crippling rises in basics meant only to stress people out and get them to react or crumble. But many are speculating the real reason why, and how it will pull together for the ones calling the shots. They are trying to rewrite everything around us, and even getting us to do it to ourselves. Tearing down statues, renaming things, not allowing the use of certain words because they offend people, but which neatly ties into them wanting to get rid of the old, to overwrite what is with something different, but not appearing to be better in any form. We aren't overpopulated as an overall landmass at all. Well, Britain might be heading that way through a forced state of affairs, but resources have no doubt been mismanaged, as is the case across the board in all their industries and businesses. Corruptions, personal agendas and mismanagement seem to be what they are basing their system on. A system of total digital monitoring and control. I've covered this now a couple of times in other articles, but will do so again in this one, as I feel it needs to be spelled out for people what this plan of monitoring really entails for the ordinary person. Not for them, for you and me. Imagine, you wake up from a monitored sleep. They have your heart rate on monitor, so already know if you have slept well, had nightmares, have anxiety, had sex, etc. You have to take a urine test each morning so that they know what to allow you to eat each day, so that they can prescribe you your meds for the day. Don't take them, you don't go out, you don't get any entertainment allowance for the day. You are only allowed to travel within their allotted zones, and with people who have been deemed appropriate. They freeze your communication devices if you are caught trying to venture outside of this zone. To keep your weight acceptable, they will decide what you can eat, and when you can eat it. You will have to use credits to pay for that food though, and you will earn credits by doing tasks of their choosing at times of their choosing. They will give you choices of what you can spend your time doing, then reward you accordingly, as well as punishing and deducting credits for reasons they see fit. You will not be allowed to give your credits to anyone else, and you cannot borrow anyone else's. You will be beholden to the system, and the system only. Each person individually hooked up to a central point of control. You still get to be you, but only the bits they allow, and only if you are part of the collective. That is, without the extra control mechanism of using something injectable, which may have other purposes, of which we are yet unaware. But if they can track you with it, and your biometrics, then you are already in their inescapable prison. They become omnipotent, all-seeing, all-knowing. Doesn't that concern you? But all of this is still based on a system. Digital requires a power source, so one would think that it has a weakness, a point of failure. If you shut off the power, or we have no electricity, then the system will crash? Possibly. I see this as the main logical point of digital for everything being a bad idea, especially when they tell us every 5 minutes it could all be made redundant if we have a really bad solar storm. So we are knowingly putting everything we do and have into a system that we also say can collapse in the blink of an eye. Doesn't make sense, does it? So, what of our electrical signals as humans? Is it our collective energy they are actually trying to harness, and once they have enough people in their system, it will be self-sustaining? No longer requiring an outside power such as electricity? That would be crazy, right? I really hope so. But so far, the crazy options look to be on the table at the moment, so I'm exploring them all. There is no going back after this. We have already left behind what there was, so must start to work on where it goes. If we don't, then their heartless ideals of having us all in a sterile, monitored, joyless world will be what happens. Start thinking about how you really want the future to look, because what has come before is gone, and what is to be has not yet come to pass. There is still time.